This question is from the GATE Physics paper 2021. This is a MCQ type question of 2 marks. The topic of the question is solid state physics. Specifically, this question was asked from the chapter Magnetic Properties of Material. According to the question, as shown in the figure, inverse magnetic susceptibility, that is 1 by chi, is plotted as a function of temperature T for 3 different materials in paramagnetic states. So this plot for 1 by chi versus T is given for 3 different kind of magnetic materials. So this is the plot for the first material, this second plot is for the second material, and third plot is for the third material. So there are mainly 3 types of magnetic materials. They are paramagnetic, ferromagnetic and anti-ferromagnetic. So we have to identify which plot corresponds to which material. So here some informations are given. Curie temperature for ferromagnetic material is Tc, Néel temperature for anti-ferromagnetic material is Tn. Then we have to choose the correct statement from the following. Option A is material 1 is anti-ferromagnetic for T less than Néel temperature Tn, 2 is paramagnetic and 3 is ferromagnetic for T less than Curie temperature, that is Tc. Option B is material 1 is paramagnetic, material 2 is antiferromagnetic at T less than Tn, and material 3 is ferromagnetic for T less than Tc. Option C is material 1 is ferromagnetic for T less than Tc, material 2 is antiferromagnetic for T less than Tn, and material 3 is paramagnetic. And the last option, option D, is material 1 is ferromagnetic for T less than Tc, material 2 is paramagnetic, and material 3 is antiferromagnetic for T less than Tn. So we have to identify properly which material corresponds to which curve. So let us see how to solve this problem. For paramagnetic materials, from the quantum theory of paramagnetism, we know the paramagnetic susceptibility chi para is given by mu naught times n times mu effective whole square divided by 3 kBt. Here mu naught is the magnetic permeability in vacuum, n is the number density of the atoms in the system, mu effective is the magnetic moment per atom, and Kb is the Boltzmann constant, and T is the temperature of the system. So basically the susceptibility of the paramagnetic material is proportional to 1 by T. So it is inversely proportional to temperature. So at a particular temperature, all the terms except from the temperature T will be constant. So we can represent this chi para as A by T, where A is the constant. So 1 by chi para will be 1 by A times T. So it is proportional to temperature. So if we just plot this 1 by chi para versus temperature, then we'll get a straight line and that will intersect at the origin. So our second material is the paramagnetic material from our question. Now for the ferromagnetic materials, we know the susceptibility of the ferromagnetic material is given by Curie-Weiss law for T greater than Tc, that is in the paramagnetic state. So the chi ferro equals to B by T minus Tc. B is the constant here, so 1 by chi ferro will be 1 by B times T minus Tc. So 1 by chi ferro is proportional to T minus Tc. So for a ferromagnetic material, the chi ferro is proportional to 1 by T minus Tc for T greater than Tc, that is in the paramagnetic state. So if we plot the chi versus T for a ferromagnetic material at T greater than Tc, then the curve will look like this. Now we'll plot the 1 by chi ferro versus temperature. So 1 by chi ferro is proportional to T minus Tc, so it will be a straight line and it will intersect the 1 by chi ferro axis at a negative value, that is minus 1 by B times Tc. And this curve will intersect the t-axis at the Curie temperature, that is Tc. So it looks like the curve for third material according to the question. So the third material will be the ferromagnetic material. Then for antiferromagnetic material, the susceptibility for antiferromagnetic material is given by C by T plus Tn. Here C is the constant and Tn is known as Néel temperature. So it is a phase transition temperature. So basically for temperature less than Tn, the material will be in the antiferromagnetic state, but for T greater than Tn, it will have a phase transition and it will go into the paramagnetic state. For the antiferromagnetic material, 1 by the antiferromagnetic susceptibility is given by T plus Tn divided by a constant C, and it is applicable for temperature greater than Néel temperature Tn. So our 1 by chi T is proportional to T plus Tn. So if we plot this for T greater than Tn, then it will be a straight line, and if we extend this straight line by this dotted version, then this will intersect the t-axis at minus Tn, and it will intersect the 1 by chi nt axis at a positive value. So it seems that our first material is antiferromagnetic. Now we have plotted the 1 by susceptibility versus temperature for all the three materials. Those are paramagnetic, antiferromagnetic and ferromagnetic. So this plot shows the all three curves. So from here we can conclude the graph 1 or the curve 1 corresponds to the antiferromagnetic material for T less than Tn, and the graph 2 corresponds to the paramagnetic material, and the graph 3 it corresponds to the ferromagnetic material for T less than Tc. So according to the options, our option E is the correct answer for our question. So from the solution of this question, we found that the option E is correct for this question, which means this plot 1 or curve 1 corresponds to antiferromagnetic for T less than Tn, and this curve 2 is basically for paramagnetic material, and this curve 3 corresponds to ferromagnetic at T less than Tc.